Hey.
Hello.
Hello.
Hola. Oh wait, I better not say that. ICE might come and get me.
Oh yeah, you're not legal. That's for sure.
I'm not legal.
What is that?
I'm an island. I'm an American. Okay. Hey guys, welcome back to
You see a
another
weird thing on my
episode.
screen, or is that just me?
That is comments. So apparently now comments are on the stage, live on stage.
Oh, that's a trip. Okay.
Welcome to another episode of the Cavalry Crew. I'm Jason. We got Steven. We got Zach. We got Stefan. These boys, to give everyone an idea, we have now joined X Live as a opportunity for a destination of our podcast. We aren't exactly the greatest podcast in the world, but hey, it's a bunch of veterans. We don't give a shit.
Oh, according to who?
Well, that's true. The who? Like,
According to me, this is the greatest podcast ever.
greatest podcast ever.
Bye, Bowen.
Bye, Bowen.
It's West Virginia internet.
Exactly. He's talking about storms.
I'm here.
Take me
They
home.
stole my power.
Country road. We don't
It's
have power.
on his internet.
It's West
Give me back my internet, method.
Hey, at least they're finally running fiber down our road. Finally, it'll be like it'll be ready. It'll be ready in like 4 months.
Sounds like something Copper would say.
Or do they just leave it on the road?
No, they just run it along the tree lines.
Well, you said they're running it down your road. I figured, like
That's
back
a
in the
bunch
day
of-
with the stick and the wheel, they're just
That's
rolling
honestly, that's basically what they're doing for real.
bunch of crackheads and their whitey tighties running up and down the street. With the
Sounds
wheel.
like something Copper would say.
they can't get copper out of the fiber, right?
Oh, but they try because they're stupid and fucking uneducated.
They probably could.
Did you know there's actually a guy certified to splice fiber optic? That's insane.
Fuck that.
That is
How many
splicing.
pieces of glass you gotta fucking... I don't know.
He makes
man.
a ton of money doing it.
With a lighter.
Well, there's only like a handful of people in the world.
You get like two edges and then a Bic lighter underneath, and you just
Yeah, can I just electrical tape it?
right. All right, so let me give an idea how this works. We sit here and we just talk shit, whatever we want to talk about, whether we know it's true or not. We'll just say it and mention it. That way, it clicks in someone's head, like, "Oh yeah, that did happen this week." We don't know. We don't care. We're just going to mention it and we're going to talk about it. Send us comments. You can go to our Facebook page at the Cavalry Crew, Twitter at the Cavalry Crew, Spotify Cavalry Crew. And you can catch us on YouTube, Rumble is where we live stream. Catch us there. We got plenty of recordings. There are some pretty funny recordings to listen to, and also maybe those are the kind of recordings you don't want your kids to listen to. So if you're carpooling on your way,
you are.
If you're carpooling on your way to school and you put on the Helen Keller episode of the Cavalry Crew, you might not want to do that. So
make sure they're watching the tablet with
the episode
headphones.
Boys,
can you talk shit wearing an Ohio shirt?
Of course I can. We won the national championship.
National championship of what?
College football. Is there any other national championship out there?
Pretty sure there's tons of national championships.
Oh yeah, national championship.
There's probably a national science fair champion.
Speaking of that, I was watching the other day the National Pillow Fight Championship on ESPN.
Who won?
Some guy from the United States.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, seriously. I thought you were joking.
That's
real.
America. Yeah.
No.
We win at everything.
It was right after it was the national, what is it? Not buzzsaw, table saw races.
What do you mean? What's a table saw race?
Or not table saw, but skills. What's the
skill
like
saw?
Lumberjack stuff?
No. It's an electric saw. And that goes
It's a skill
racing.
saw. Yeah, the skill saw.
Yeah,
They
the
plug
skill
him up
saw.
and they let him go.
Oh my god!
Next thing
comes
You
up
can
with
chop it up the
these?
fastest.
No, it's just racing across the table. They hook multiple batteries up to it, and some have like electrical wires connected so that they can get the most power out of it possible, and it just races each other across the table.
Before you know it, they'll be doing
Whoa.
possum.
I've never even
What?
heard of this, so that's crazy.
So before you know it, they'll be doing possum races.
Well, it's on ESPN.
I got me a winner out here.
It's on ESPN Ocho, which has like
I mean-
the most awkward stuff out there to watch.
I mean, they do a lot of
Or,
weird animal races.
Yeah, there was a national corgi races the other day on there that I was watching.
Oh, that's probably got it lit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you could pound a few back and watch some corgi racing.
And then they were doing they were doing the national cornhole championships and all that, but it's just like some weird ass shit on ESPN Ocho.
I just feel like that's the stereotype weirdo that's like, yeah, I'm the best cornholer.
I don't know, man.
Like that's
It's just
weird, man.
Some weird shit.
There's probably horseshoe.
There's probably a horseshoe championship.
Yeah.
So let's see what's happened in the last week. So thank God California didn't fall to the commies yet. I don't know if y'all saw, but the riots, the anti-ICE riots, were happening this last weekend in Los Angeles because ICE happened to come into Los Angeles and start arresting people. People said that they were like Nazis on the SS on the streets, just pulling people out of buildings and stuff like that, arresting them, blah, 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 blah. I'm sorry, but it is against the United States law for you to be in the United States, not only as an illegal, but a criminal illegal. I mean, I would hope that they would arrest murderers, the illegal murderers, the illegal rapists, not only, the ones that are legal here, but also illegal. But it is California. Where basically it's they got the bail and release or arrest and release or whatever.
Isn't ICE being in LA like spawn camping? Like, do you even have to try? You just start grabbing people, right? And
Right?
you probably got it.
Just start snatching them in.
And just go down to the Home Depot and hang out on the.
No, I think it's worse than that. Like, I don't even think you have to do that. I'm pretty sure they just get out of the truck, grab anybody walking.
I mean, not only is it like the absolute worst place to like try and walk around in downtown Los Angeles because of the homeless encampments and the actual shit on the streets, but the fact that people are trying to destroy federal buildings, they're looting Apple stores, they're looting Gucci stores, they're looting anything else they can. I'm not really sure if that's being.
Those are just opportunists, bud.
I know. I know. I said something last week to a buddy of mine and says, if only they would deputize the rooftop Koreans whenever that happens.
Right.
You telling me you wouldn't be happy?
Nobody taking our store
on some $5,000 purse?
I don't know. I mean, those are apparently, according to AOC, those are the people that just need milk and bread and eggs because they can't feed their kids.
Oh my God! Did you see her?
When they sell that item on Facebook Marketplace, they're going to have cash.
Well,
to go buy groceries. Boom.
Is that really the way you're supposed to do it?
Oh man. I'm starting to think so. I'm going to start doing it.
I was actually thinking of
professional looter. Me and Graham, we're going to be scooter looters.
Scooter looters.
I was actually thinking about quitting my job to go do that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Seems easier.
Yep.
I guess.
I don't think you'd break your back as much.
Probably not.
Well, Graham's already got a bad back. So.
You got to find the best part of the United States where you can basically just do it anytime you want without any consequences. So let's see, that would be Los Angeles,
Any
Seattle,
metropolitan.
Chicago, New York. Yeah.
Any metropolitan area.
Well, Portland doesn't have any stores in downtown anymore, but
What about Miami?
no, Miami, hell no.
Florida doesn't count. Florida's its
Florida,
own
they'll
thing.
kill you.
They got guns and alligators.
They got Gator Man. They got Florida Man.
But you got to find like the state that also pushes the catch and release bullshit. So it would be Los Angeles, San Francisco, Portland, Seattle, Chicago, New York, and maybe Boston.
But those are all really bad.
So that's where we got to find like the best stores to just go and loot because, you know.
Oh, you joining us? You joining us in the scooter looters?
I need milk, bread, and eggs, and I need dog food to feed my dogs. I mean, bags of dog food now is over $100 a bag. So,
we can upgrade from scooters to a van if you're joining.
Feed your dogs.
Well, I mean, I got a German Shepherd who has stomach issues, so it's got to be, prescription diet.
Yeah.
Oh, filet mignon every night.
Fair enough.
Right.
Go kill a couple deer and give them backstrap.
Yeah. Well, if I could, I would. But don't forget, I live in the burbs in Ohio, man. So
let him chase the neighbor's cat.
Yeah.
He'll get a good run out of that.
Go through the fields and just run over the deer.
Oops.
Yo, Torres. 206
Yo.
Fucking finally here.
Man, haven't seen Torres in a while.
It's because he's been eating since you were last here. No, he was fighting with his people out in fucking India, man. He just got back.
Speaking
He's
of
one
India,
of us now.
you guys see the first 787 Dreamliner that crashed? It happened in India.
Did you see that guy that one survivor just walk away?
Yeah, they just walk away from it.
I look.
Out of like 200 some people?
Everything aside, like we joke because it's India. Holy fuck. That dude, Jesus Christ. I mean, I'm happy he survived.
He was in seat 11A.
Jesus.
You think as many people as there are in India, they would have been able to just catch it and just carry it down to the ground.
Facts, bro. It's helping the family. He was bleeding for his country, man.
Was he?
Yeah, man.
But we still don't know any information about were there any like expats or non-Indian travelers on it?
Well, yeah, it was headed to London, Heathrow. Yeah, so I'm sure because India used to be a colony of the British. I'm sure there were probably quite a bit of expats on there. But my biggest thing is, 787 so far have stellar records.
Yeah,
that thing, I don't know what that thing did.
I mean, it literally just fell out of the sky.
I watched the video of it, and it was right after takeoff. It didn't get enough lift, and it just went straight down. And it hit a building. So the only thing I could think of is that it was overweight, and they got their thrust all wrong. Or it wasn't configured right for takeoff. Who knows? We'll find out.
They had too much curry underboard.
Too much curry.
The
thing I hate though is that it's an American company that airplane that crashed.
Of
it's
course,
just, it sucks every time it's a Boeing.
It wasn't curry. It was
every time it's a Boeing. It's like, now what?
I was playing it for India.
What were you doing, dude? Were you fighting the Pakistanis or what?
Yeah, he was.
Because they were at war for about a week.
He was running the dual wheel with the Dracos.
What's that? What's that damn video where it's all the little kids? I don't know if they're I think they're Pakistani, but they're in the school assembly.
Oh, yeah, fuck. Yeah.
And the teacher's like, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" He's like, "I want
to
be and destroy India." It's so fucking funny.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, he's gonna be a pilot. Great.
Like all the kids have beef with fucking India.
Oh yeah, they teach it. As soon as you're born, you're bred to hate India.
India beef. It's
Hmm.
fucking funny.
No, if you're born in Pakistan, you hate everything in the world other than Pakistan.
Don't they have like a common ground like next to the border where they have like a parade?
Yeah, it's like a DM. Oh yeah. So they have a gate, and they both do like ceremonial marching every day.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's just
Yeah, spin to the block
been a
with
block
the
with
Drake.
Drake.
So
Hey,
back
wow.
He got
back
the
to
glizzy
California.
with the 100-round clip.
Back to California. What do you guys think of the governor and his little spat with Trump? Because Trump took over the California National Guard, which he has the right to.
Yeah.
And then he also brought in the Marines, which he has the right to.
Well, so
but California governor kept saying, yeah, Newsom kept saying, no, he has no right to do that. And Newsom tried to file a temporary
lawsuit.
restraining order
Yeah.
against Trump to for the military, and it didn't work.
Yeah, the Ninth Circuit overturned it, but he was trying to say Trump didn't contact him, didn't speak to him. What is his press secretary's name?
Levitt,
Huh.
Karen Levitt.
Yeah, she shows up a receipt. She's like, "Oh yeah, he called here, and here."
Mhm.
You know, he attempted to contact you, and you wouldn't. You know, you wouldn't talk to him.
Mhm.
It's crazy how people in charge of a state can just not answer the phone.
Well,
it's kind of crazy.
I mean, does California still allow like landlines or phones? I mean, they seem to be, telling people they can't have anything in that state. So, the reports
you have
were though
to have
that
things, but they're gonna have restrictions on those things for you to get those things.
yeah. So the reports were that the Los Angeles ICE raids that started on Thursday or Wednesday last week, whenever, they were targeting businesses that were involved in fraud, money laundering, sex trafficking, and violating the I-9 rules as far as,
Yeah, I saw something about that today.
So, I'm all for it. I voted for this man. I voted for a better country where we actually follow our laws. I thought that's why we pass laws and we have a constitution. I don't know. Am I wrong?
No.
I mean, shouldn't we have laws? And what I want to know is, yes, there's a separation of states' rights. Of course, states have their rights for making their own laws, but they can't subvert the federal laws. And that was the argument all weekend long, was the fact that the federal government is going to go wherever it wants to push federal laws and to enforce federal laws. And that's what ICE is doing. That's what Trump is doing with the National Guard. I mean, it's all about law and order. And I don't understand why these states can't figure this shit out.
Because they've gotten away with it for too long.
Well, true.
It's time to pay the piper.
But I mean, even in 92, George W. Bush brought in the National Guard for those LA riots. The Rodney King riots. Can't we all just be friends?
I don't think that's what they say it.
That's how they say it. Don't you remember Reginald Denny? He got pulled out of his truck in the middle of Los Angeles and beaten half to death. And he's just like, can't we all just be friends at the press conference
While they're beating the fuck out of him.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, it was at the press conference afterwards, but.
That's horrible. Landlines give you cancer only in California. That's true.
I see that.
Oh, why'd you look lost? You good?
No. Yeah, I'm good. I was just reading the comments. I didn't have the screen. I didn't have the screen up, so I was catching up on the comments. So what do you guys think? I mean, since we didn't have a Pride Month, and all of this is, of course, coordinated, paid for, everything like that. Do you guys think that Trump's 4 years every summer now is going to be a summer of riots?
I guarantee it. I guarantee it because people have. That's the new thing now. Instead of taking stuff to Congress, to voting, to democracy, people want. That's the way it is now. They want a strong arm everything. All right, so peaceful protests went out the windows. Basically, let's call it mid 2000s. When's the last time we actually had legit mass peaceful protests without riots, without looting, without burning? It's probably been.
Well,
I don't mean small time. I mean large scale. Protests. We haven't had those in 20, 30 years here in the States without damage to people. And that's what people do now. That is their new mode. If you don't give us what we want, we're going to burn down the city and blame you for it.
Well, I'd argue with your first point, like going through the justice system and doing it all the right way. I mean, that just snowballs the shit for years. If you even
it does. And I agree.
And I'm not justifying any of these riots or nothing, but I mean, shit, man, there's some things that some people should just stand up and be like, hey, no, we're not for that, man. I'm not just, that's not what these riots were or anything, but.
Isn't it funny how it's always the antis that riot? It's always the anti government, the anti whatever that riot.
Yep.
And it's always the ones that never seem to have a job, or that is their job.
How was that a job?
people like you, me, that have normal jobs and stuff like that are actually paying taxes, trying to get by in life. We're the ones that aren't out there day to day, carrying signs.
But we're the ones that are getting blamed for it, though, at the same time.
Well, because we're law and order.
Yeah. If you're not with us, you're against us. No, I want nothing to do with any of it. I just want to be in my corner quiet. And if that bothers you, that's your prerogative. It doesn't bother me. So,
did you guys see that Christian gathering in Seattle?
Where they're beating the shit out of the Christians and stuff?
Antifa and stuff came out and disrupted it. And when the police ended up coming in and arresting the Christians that had the permit to be there, saying they were the ones invoking the violence. That's crazy.
Yeah, I saw.
See, states like us, like this whole West Coast, it's so far fucking mental that there's really no way of it doing a quick turnaround in any kind of way, dude.
Well, the West Coast, unfortunately, is what is bad for America. It's just unfortunate that it used to be the Golden Coast where people went to the West Coast to better their lives, find decent jobs, enjoy freedom of living in a state like California, where
California was the state of dreams.
The state of dreams, right? So now it has become the state of despair, drugs.
Well, it's a third world country.
Yeah, right. It is. It's rough unless you're out and you get out of the city. Like if you head out east, there are a lot of parts of California where they can't stand being ruled by the elites in the cities.
I had never thought I'd miss the day that people didn't even know where Washington State was. I miss the days when people are like, "Where are you from?" I'm like, "Oh, Washington." And I'm like, "Oh, DC." I'm like, "Nope, nope." The one above Oregon. They're like, "You mean California?" You're like, "Yeah, close, man. Don't worry about
enough.
it." Yeah, we got trees and shit. Don't worry about it.
Or when people say Western Virginia, no, we're our own state for since the 1800s.
Western Virginia.
Technically, you're still Western Virginia.
Technically, we are the only state to succeed. You're correct.
Well, if you actually went through school, Bowen, you know this.
It's actually secede.
Secede.
Not secede.
Security.
So,
Security.
did you guys see that Israel has lobbed a few bombs into.
I've
Iran.
been watching that shit all day. It is wild.
It's pretty funny.
Hell yeah.
Funny. I don't know if it's funny, but I mean.
Oh, you don't care about human life wise?
So what's the?
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's like ancient beef. Like they've always been beefing, right?
Well, no. I mean, Iran was about to successfully be able to launch a nuke.
So yeah, apparently Iran is getting pretty close to succeeding at creating a nuclear bomb and enriching its uranium. So I think Israel was basically done with it and said, fuck you, we're coming after you. But apparently they killed quite a few nuclear scientists.
A lot of their generals.
A lot of their anti-Western generals, and the Ayatollah of Iran, or whatever he's called, he's pissed, obviously, and he blames Trump. But they fired back tonight. I guess they fired about 150 missiles into Israel, and Trump is telling Iran to make a deal or else. And of course, salivating last night was who's that fucker from South Carolina, the senator?
Yep, I knew about
Lindsey Graham. So he was salivating, I'm sure, last night because he is pro-war, military-industrial complex weenie, where I'm sure he gets all of his money from the military-industrial complex. But everyone was, all the memes were all over the place last night with him just salivating and basically covered in spooge from.
War is big business. You know that,
right? So we'll see what happens there. I am not for another fucking war. Why can't Americans just do their thing, enjoy their life, and move on with worrying about everybody else? And we've been there, done it. Don't care.
Yeah, let the other nations handle that shit.
What?
Fuck no. We were born for war.
Well, if you go back, every decade or almost every 20 years, there's a war.
Yep.
And it's because countries are in debt by that point. Companies are in debt. They need the federal funding, and that's what happens.
Send them. We need oil.
So we'll see. We'll see.
Drill, baby, drill.
Drill, baby, drill. Welcome.
So how do they find out that they got these programs, or they're progressing in these programs? They just got undercover people, I guess.
There was an anti-Iran organization that released a lot of information yesterday before Israel launched their weapons. So there are insiders, I'm sure.
And the Mossad, some of the best agents in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and you that I mean, there's a CIA. I mean, you guys tell me.
Well, it's no different than we have contracts, or I don't know if they're contracts or bills or whatever you want to call it, but with China, Russia, anybody that has nuclear, we have satellite imagery of what we want to be able to see, and they have to be visibly shown, like, hey, there it is. Now, whether or not everybody's telling the truth, I mean, who the fuck knows, right?
Right.
They just designated like an area, like, okay, here's the image of this area where we're holding it. Who knows?
That's my question always, and of course, it's probably going to come down on us, or at least me.
Or do you think it's like a Call of Duty game? Like, no, it's just
the government,
oil, guys. It's just oil. And then they find out it's uranium.
When certain actors in the government want something done, they use the CIA. And is it really better for us? And is it really our best interest? Is it?
Always.
I don't know. No.
Bring on the money, buddy.
Right. That's all it is. It's just
then bring on the tech.
All about money.
Bring on all the tech.
You guys just want me to play some videos of the Toronto mayor, don't you?
Oh yeah, very cool.
Let
Very
me,
cool.
Yeah.
All right, let me pull this first one up.
Fuck no, buddy. We were meant for war. We were born in war. We will always be at war.
Speaking of that,
We are the highest spending in military than any other country. We're second place isn't even fucking close to us.
did you see? I just saw that. It was pretty fitting for us. So everybody's still complaining about how we stole the United States and all this other stuff. And
Well,
somebody said,
I'm going to get to that because
'Cause
the
people said-
anti-ICE riots turned into now we're in their land.
Well,
So hold
You
on.
want us to apologize for being winners?
well, people. That's
Hold
what people
on,
said.
I've
We
got
didn't steal
some-
shit. They said we
Okay,
conquered
bitch.
it.
What? No.
Yeah.
Nah,
Hold
we
on.
won.
Hold on, you're about to see some blue-haired fat bitches talk about this. So
We win.
We win.
Let me show you first the Toronto mayor talking
We
about
do the pew pew. We win. We good.
talk about her favorite people down at Home Depot.
Ready to be the third-time world champ. Yeah, that's right.
And for those of you who are just watching us on X, we love the Toronto mayor. She gives us laughs every week.
We all heard the depressing news at the Home Depot. You know, at Home Depot, they have all the Mexicans stand outside, build a fence. They don't want to support the gay pride parade, so Toronto going to give $400 million to a gay pride parade so that they can dance around with the penis out in front of all the children. This in behind me is the CEO of a Burger King, and we're going to make sure they give us all the money for. We're going to be taxing all the rub and tuck to pay for the homeless people and to pay for the gay pride parade. And it's okay, maybe a couple Samoreans go to a bar and shoot an AK-47. Nobody care. Big deal. What you talking about as a gay pride parade? You need to be able to dance around and show a butthole and show all the people about the gay people, and all the children need to also be able to see gay people on the street with a penis and balls. So at Home Depot, I won't go to Home Depot. You wanna buy a rumba? You go to a Home Hardware. You go Canadian Tire. You go a Rose. You know Rose? It's like a Home Depot, but it's a different letter of the alphabet. So we all
That's wild. That dude is getting away with this.
You go to Rose.
You know Rose?
And the penis
So
and the
stupid.
bullshit.
That guy is really good at that.
Yeah. Well,
You know, Bowen fucked up and he couldn't figure it out, and he ended up pulling up an actual interview of her. And for like the first 30 seconds, I
She
didn't
sounds
know
exact
if it
the
was
same
the
way.
skit or
I
if it
told
was
you.
her. Yeah.
you guys, she sounds like that, and he's just increasing the
intensity of it.
The intensity of her accent.
Oh man, what? But you know, and see, we talk about it all the time, but we voted these fucking people in.
Mhm.
Allegedly,
so-
we voted them in.
Have you guys seen some of the short form videos on TikTok or whatever of some of our military members in uniform? Actually, they're pro anti-ICE and they're pro riots and they're pro destroying federal facilities. So I found a video of one of them.
To stand up. Yeah.
And this person was interviewed at the riots, and some U.S. military speaks out against Trump deploying Marines to L.A. And please tell me now that supposedly this is Dallas. She's in Dallas. Please tell me how in the hell this person becomes an NCO.
She definitely got it from the Biden administration.
Pawns for Donald Trump's agenda. Why now? It's because the military was called upon innocent protesters. We, in our oath to serve, we serve the people of the United States. The Constitution, these constitutional rights are being stripped and just denied, and the military will not be pawns to that. So I'm calling upon the conscience of military members who served previously and now. We have a conscience with mind, and we have a duty and moral obligation to say no and resist evil. They're not pawns for Donald Trump.
So tell me, she says they have an obligation and a duty to resist. And excuse me, but you swore an oath to the Constitution. You follow your commander's guidelines and you follow the orders, right?
Yeah, that's punishable by death.
Right? Treason.
Firing line. Are you
Tar and feather.
An order?
Tar and feather.
What the fuck, man?
So I don't understand. Like, these people go out there now. Apparently, in some of the
well, she's an E5 slick slave, no deployment.
right.
What do you think her MOS is?
42 Alpha.
Admin. Cook.
She orders all our one-ply toilet paper.
Cook. I don't know. Of course.
No way. She ain't no fucking cook.
She's probably admin, finance, something. Who knows?
Probably a
Some
scout.
S1 little, yeah.
She's probably a scout. If you ain't cab, then you got an obligation to be shit. Well, what are you chewing on there, Graham? Foreskin? Oh, Bigfoot foreskin.
Oh, that's some good stuff. That's my favorite.
That's from Oregon. You don't want to eat that.
Is it?
It is?
Yeah, it gets they soak it in fentanyl for 3 days.
Where's Joe Oregon?
Oh, okay. So that female sergeant. So she is actually a former. She wore her uniform.
I know.
Yeah,
I
but why the hell? So she was intelligent. Imagine that.
Ew.
So why is she still wearing her uniform to a riot? Makes no sense.
Isn't that thing too? Aren't you supposed to, like? Isn't that against the something?
Is that against
You're
regs?
wearing the
Yeah.
uniform? Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're not
Even when you're-
actively in
yeah.
I don't
duty.
know,
Even after-
because guys wear their uniforms at parades and shit like that, and like
Yeah.
Like
Memorial
regular
Day,
uniform. I mean, I get if you want to wear your blues or your greens or
Oh
whatever,
yeah,
but
I guess it's different with your blues.
not like an active duty uniform.
Not like your actual, yeah. I don't know. Apparently, there's a bunch of comments on that Instagram post too, where she was tossed out of the military 5 years ago. She's illegally wearing her uniform, representing the military. Blah 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 blah. So I get it, but again, she probably would have been doing that even if she was still in.
Oh yeah, she straight up would have. Guarantee it.
Yeah. And thank God now we have a Secretary of Defense that will toss these shitholes out.
Pain in our shitholes.
Yeah, paying in the shitholes. Ready to be a third-time world champ. I don't know.
Who's our Secretary of Defense again?
World War III.
Why is yours
Pete
so
Higgs-
far back? It's when
Pete
we were
Higgs-
talking about another
He
war.
a bunch of no-nos already.
What?
Wise
He
don't
looked
love
like
you,
he was-
Torres.
Stop talking, Hoy. What'd
Did
you
he do
say?
a bunch of no-nos so far?
No.
Well,
No, I mean he's
He-
probably been the best one so far, and the morale that he has with the troops is incredible.
yeah. That's good.
Yeah, isn't like recruiting up?
Oh yeah, recruiting's through the roof. And here to give you an idea, here's a video of President Trump over the weekend at Fort Bragg. By the way, guys, did you know Fort Hood's back?
Yeah.
Saw that.
No more Kavath ass.
The life of a soldier is not just a job, it's a calling and a sacred tradition passed down from father to son, brother to sister, and one generation to the next, that every hour of danger, our noblest citizens have answered that call. Time and again, our enemies have learned that if you dare to threaten the American people, American soldier will chase you down, crush you, and cast you into oblivion. The last sound you ever hear will be the dueling howl of Black Hawks. Thunderous boom of artillery fire. Or the ferocious roar of a U.S. Army infantry brigade. For our adversaries, there's no greater fear than the United States Army. Now it's your duty to shield the flame of freedom that was first lit 250 years ago by the heroes of Concord Bridge and Bunker Hill. Standing before you today, I am more confident than ever that in the days ahead and every generation to come, the U.S. Army will heap glory upon glory. You will protect every inch of U.S. soil, and you will defend America to the ends of the earth.
Matt makes me want to go sign back up.
I know, right? Sign me up. I'm ready to go.
I'm going to my recruiter right now.
No, but
Hey,
he
bro.
did have. They were cheering him on. He even did his YMCA Trump dance and to the cheers of USA, USA, USA. So the morale is way up right now in the military for Trump. So really, and like he kept saying, you didn't need anybody, any new laws or anything. You just needed a new president.
Well, we just needed a lot of laws gone.
Right. You need a new president, new Secretary of Defense, a new everybody. So yeah, that was this last weekend at Fort Bragg. And speaking of that, this weekend, tomorrow actually, get ready for a whole bunch of more protests. They're called
because the parade's tomorrow, correct?
The anti-King protests, because he is having a massive military parade through the city of Washington, D.C., celebrating the Army's 250th birthday. I saw a video today of some of the practice, and they have units dressed up in every uniform that the Army has ever worn.
Oh, that's cool.
Going all the way back to the Revolutionary War. So it looks really cool with these units marching.
You know that Revolutionary War guys, they're like, fuck, I'm fucking sweating.
Oh, geez, it's hot as shit.
Like the guys that get the digis and stuff, those are pretty thin.
So I don't think that they're really actually wearing the full polyester wool, whatever.
Hey, bro, guy.
Jake.
Hey, sorry I'm late.
Okay.
You shut up.
So Jake, let me tell you, we are on one more destination tonight. We are now on X, so we're broadcasting live on Twitter, X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it.
Fuck yeah.
It's on my personal account. We're testing it out tonight, and then next week we'll move it over to the Cavalry Cruise account. Oh, was that coffee?
Oh shit!
Oh,
The fuck?
That's on live. That's live, dude.
That's live, dude.
Oh.
Everybody's seen that.
Oh, Joe.
Sue him. That was hot coffee. Sue him.
No, that was hot tea.
Oh, tea.
Oh, I didn't know you were gay.
Clearly, you wanted to drink.
Don't say
Your
Look at
dog's
homo.
trying to save you, dude.
This homo drinking tea.
Quit drinking dirt water.
It's
I like tea.
dandelion tea.
He's trying to
too.
quit.
I fucking
Typical
love tea.
Michigan bitch.
It's lavender daisy camellia tea.
Lavender Daisy Chameleon tea.
Lions t-shirt to clean that up.
That's about right.
Don't you wish it was?
It's
Ohio?
probably not going to be very good at that either.
Fuck that.
No, it'll suck up a lot of stuff because they suck.
Oh yeah. Suck it better than a shot back there, bud.
So
do you guys see how
Jake,
big the Peace Bull's head is?
I see that.
It's a vicious
Jake-
animal. You should have known that.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone, this is Jake. He's in Michigan. If you haven't figured it out,
Hello.
So-
Super duper gay.
He's in the
So,
butthole of America.
we are going through the week's videos, and we are about to talk now about, I think, the Chinese.
Oh.
And this is from one of our favorite comedians. You already missed the mayor of Toronto, but this is who the mayor of Toronto actually is.
That's
I
all good.
apologize. I was talking to a homeless veteran. Well, he's not homeless anymore because of the Ann Arbor VA.
Oh, there you go.
He's a Vietnam vet. We got into a pretty deep conversation. He's got a dog.
So, everyone, this is the actual mayor of Toronto. So, let's hear what he has to say.
Oh, that's
about
the guy?
Chinese. Yeah, that's the guy. Let's hear what he has to say about Chinese.
They got Chinese people now sneaking through the southern border. They somehow get to Mexico and then they sneak through and they get captured by ICE. Have you seen those videos where they line up the Chinese guys and they're like, "Where are you from?" The guy's like, "Oh, Nicaragua." Next guy's like, "Oh, Colombia."
Venezuela.
Last guy can't even say. He's like, Venezuela.
That's fucked up.
They got Chinese.
Venezuela.
Venezuela.
Nicaragua.
Nicaragua.
So, parts of the protests towards the end of the protests in Los Angeles, where the police actually finally interjected and stopped everything and started to stop everything and started to arrest people. Finally, people were protesting. It started on Thursday, Friday about being anti-ICE. By the time the protests were over, it was all about Americans stealing their land. So I kind of wanted to show you guys this video because this video kind of puts it into perspective about, oh, here we go, Jake. We have your argument. Your argument. Okay.
One question. If we make California Mexico, won't they be
Would it be
back
that
in their
bad?
homeland? Won't they want to leave again?
So California wasn't Mexico. It was actually settled by the Spanish.
Right, but won't they want to come back to America after California becomes Mexico again?
Oh yeah, they'll
I think we should let it happen.
They'll then move. No, because then they'll go to Arizona. They'll go to New Mexico, Nevada.
Exactly. Countries that'll states that will shoot you.
Well,
Arizona's 50-50.
Arizona's really blue as shit. You know?
Arizona's teetering on the edge. Yeah.
Listen, I say we let them come all the way to like Wyoming and North Dakota.
Arizona's on the
Montana,
cusp.
because then it kind of sorts itself out.
Well, here, listen.
They'll say-
Listen to this person's argument and see if she really, she, I'm not sure what she is, has
What is this thing?
It's probably
really has a good argument. Okay.
Is it a shim?
It could be.
Shim.
It's a shay.
Jesus Christ, you're almost to being a furry, aren't you?
Me?
Yeah.
So obviously their first quote. This is this.
What is that?
Let me hear your war cry.
So
Where
their
you
first
get
quote
those helmets?
obviously is, "This is our city and this was Mexico." So here, let's
She's
let's
after
see
the
what this
Rice
person
Krispie treats.
That's
Yeah,
the Clan,
let's
Clan Brigade.
hold on. Let's hear their argument.
This is our city, and this was Mexico. You can't kick us out of the land that was ours.
Pero soy yo, Eric Carmen. Me han dicho que eres muy fan mío, Dios mío.
That's what I'm fucking tear gas to blow it back at those mothers. If you don't fucking blow it, bring it up.
Day.
Hold on.
Hey,
What
why did
is
they grab
this?
leaf blowers though? Like,
What is
trying to
that?
Look at the guy in the
garden?
suit.
All I saw was
He got the
Look at the guy
full
in the-
ski mask.
No, do you know what he looks like? You ever seen some Pulp Fiction?
Yeah.
It looks like the guy. It looks like the gimp in the basement.
So
The gimp in the basement. Crazy.
Wake up the gimp.
this is our
Hell
city,
yeah.
and this was
City,
Mexico.
And this was Mexico.
What's with the leaf blower?
Because they're fixing the garden.
Hey, man,
It's still got shit to do.
You can't get mad at her, dude. It's hot out. They arrested the tamale vendor guy.
That's a Molly vendor.
Someone give that
Jeez.
person a Snickers.
You just get her a street taco plate, let her sit and eat.
I bet she drives a Subaru.
You covered up, buddy.
baby.
Got you, homeboy.
I don't think she could afford a Subaru. Look at that helmet, man. She stole her kid's science goggles.
So
That's a
she
soft
has
helmet.
the
She
plate.
has a plate carrier with no plates.
It says no. It says right here she must have level all you can eat plates in her carrier.
Hey, it's like that one guy who's got Pop Tarts in his fucking plates.
Is that a see-through fanny pack below the plate carrier?
What you don't want? You
No,
want
What's a fanny pack?
It's a fanny pack, but I don't.
It's
Is that a rape? Wait a sec. Is that a rape whistle hanging off of it?
You can't call a fucking fan.
No, she's
All
got a
right,
baby.
I'll take a step back. She got some drip on right now.
Herd chef.
Yeah.
There ain't no
If you
plates.
put
in
it
that
on
thing.
mute, it's not that bad.
When they're on the front though, aren't those called fupa packs?
Does it make it any less stylish?
Not when it's shiny like that. Oh,
Not when it's shiny, right? Yeah, so you get it.
It's like but it's a soft helmet. There's not even air holes.
If
in
Mike
that one.
Wazowski had 2 eyes.
Mike Wazowski.
Mike Wazowski.
Dora on meth.
Dora meth.
Where's Boots at?
Get out of here, Methany.
See, that's what I'm saying though. Like if you make California Mexico,
It's a Ryobi.
So do you think America failed her?
I don't know.
No, I feel like we fed her pretty well.
I think we
Yeah.
fed her pretty damn good, right?
Yeah.
I don't know why she's complaining.
I feel like she's not that oppressed.
Right? She don't look homeless.
No, she's doing okay.
She's
Well,
obviously
I just
I would almost say she's eating better than me.
facts. Which is
Facts.
unfortunate.
Okay, that one's fine.
Very important.
Hey. What is that from Up? Yeah, it's a kid from Up.
Yeah, that's a kid from up.
You can't not.
What
say
does
that
he
one.
say right there?
I can't.
I'm a wilderness scout or something like that.
Yeah,
Explore
like,
the
rah.
wilderness. Rah. Yeah. I like the memes when it's like when she hasn't shaved and then it shows that. We're gonna explore the wilderness.
Listen, she's being eco-friendly with a backpack blower. Or I'm sorry, a battery.
I mean, it's a
powered
battery powered.
Backpack blower.
blower. Sorry.
What kind of lawn workers you got out there in Michigan?
Yeah, what are they really blowing?
Yeah.
You need to call
The freeze? No, we need shit to get done still.
I forgot that guy what his company's name was.
I'm not fucking roofing. Are you roofing?
No, what's our buddy that started his own lawn company? What's it called?
Oh, Sergeant Major Detail.
Sergeant Major, yeah,
Sergeant Major Detail. There we go. You didn't call them.
Okay, boys, last video of the night, talking about World War III.
Oh, can't wait.
And
It's like her outfit on God.
what our military was up until about this last 6 months. So let's watch this video and see if they make a good point.
That's 100% a Tarkov build.
World War III. They're worried that the West, we're not going to win. You know, because the troops are all trans and gay and. But personally, I think a trans, a gay, and a could beat up a Chinese guy. No, everybody's so confused with the trans thing, but it's like, wait till the war happens. It's going to be an asset. Get a dude with a wig popping up. The Chinese are like, is that a boy or a oop? Is that a transgender? It's going to be our whole strategy when we go to war. It's going to be like, all right, the trans are going to flank from the left. And then we're going to send everybody who does Uber Eats up the middle.
That's fucked up. You know, like when we went in, like, or even before us, a lot of those memes were like guys on a machine gun and fucking underwear and shit. And if World War III happened, it'd be like just what he said: some 6'7", 280-pound transgender man beating the fuck out of a Chinese dude. Trans have rights.
Yeah.
Equal rights, equal fights.
Equal fights.
That's the thing they don't understand is they already have equal rights. Nobody's trying to take anything away from them.
Why don't even bring it up?
Stop shoving it in my face.
Well, it's not equal until everybody that transitioned to a male has to register for the draft.
Right?
I said what I said.
Boom, roasted.
Just wait until the ones that have transitioned to female actually might have to have some prostate cancer.
You can't have that. Why is this impossible? No,
they're gonna say they have cervical cancer.
Yeah, or they're on the period. That's already happening.
I'm sorry, I'm pregnant. Okay, that's why I'm dying.
That's
my prostate is just bleeding out because I have. I'm
It's
on my
the baby.
period,
The
but
baby's coming out.
It hasn't stopped for months.
I'm in my ninth.
Why do you have testicular cancer?
Right.
It's my ninth trimester. Can't
This is my ninth trimester. Quadruplets.
Oh boy.
Oh.
I'm in my 10th year of pregnancy.
Me too, brother.
Where'd it go? There it is. Yeah.
All right, boys. Hey, so thanks for coming back tonight. I know it was a short one for Jake, but it's time for me to sign off. We've been on for about an hour. I have to get up early tomorrow.
Dildo.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the real thing. He's trying to pull it out and it's stuck.
That's my new my baton. It's a big pink dildo.
Is it that
What'd you
fist?
slip and fall on today?
It's just what they give me now, you know. Big pink dildo batons.
What, you waving traffic or something?
Prepared for the riots tomorrow, man.
You know, since the audience
with it?
Hey,
yeah, I can beat them all.
Since the audience is growing, we're all still waiting for the fist.
Yeah. You know, you promised us.
Sorry.
Our show has really grown in numbers, so we've surpassed what you said. So we're just waiting on that. Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh yeah, we did.
Oh, we're gonna have a late night special where you fucking sit and slip on that
So
thing.
This thing is gonna prolapse my ass. There's no way.
There's no way it's any worse than it already is.
Hey, just
for those of you that are new here, hold
my
on.
dad's gonna
For those of you that are new here, Jake bet us that if we had a certain amount of views on a couple videos, that he would shove that up his ass, and that is a piece of solid wood fist with a star in the middle of it.
How am I gonna prove this though?
You're gonna show us live.
I guess you'll know if I'm standing up for the fucking
Hey,
podcast.
we're not what's the word I'm looking for?
Mutual.
Just send us just send us the receipts from the hospital.
Yeah, right.
It doesn't have a. So this is a fun fact. You shouldn't shove something up your ass that doesn't have a tapered base.
That's
Did you
not
guys see
proven.
today's? Did you guys see today's Foreign Body Friday?
Oh no.
It was
Pull it
a
up.
10-year-old calcified.
Oh yeah, I seen that. Deodorant
stick
cap.
of deodorant. Yeah.
See?
Oh God.
Don't shove shit up your ass. It's not tapered.
No, her partner put it in there, and she was too embarrassed to get it removed, so she just waited 10 years for the fucking thing to.
God,
yeah.
She just left it in
Did she
there.
die?
And who was sitting there going,
Yeah.
"Oh, yeah, deodorant stick. You like it?"
Oh wait, hold on. Let me find something to shove up your ass. Oh, that'll work.
This
Like,
will work.
what I don't understand. Hey man, that's the right shape. What I don't understand is though, like, did she like what happens if you had kids in that 10 years? Do the kids come out smelling like
They
the
would smell
deodorant?
so good.
There's no fucking
It's
way.
like
The
Old
kids would have
Spice.
pushed. They would have pushed it out, right?
Something would have happened, right?
The kid would have come out.
No, there's no way she had kids while that
Old
thing was
Spice.
in there. Dude, so she was getting railed out, and then
Really
that
sorry
dude
my
was just
dog's
nailing a
taking
deodorant cap. Like, I think you got a tumor in there.
It probably felt good for him. He was like, "Damn."
Remember those by men?
Ribbed for his pleasure.
Yeah. Like, wait, so I can twist the cap on that motherfucker.
Deodorant for your pleasure by men.
Pulls his dick out, and he's like, "My penis smells good."
Look, man, I don't even need a shower.
He's like, smells like that octopus one.
My wife will never know now.
Fucking shit up in the base.
Just have her scissor your armpits so you can get some of the deodorant.
Yeah.
There you go.
If your dick smells like
Hold on, I gotta go home.
Yeah.
That's so wrong.
Where'd we go?
I'm sure that lady was suffering.
I bet. Hopefully it wasn't in there before the aluminum law came into place.
Right?
Or else her shit was
It's
on
titanium.
fire. Yeah, it's like, that's so spicy.
It's just spicy.
All right, boys.
One hell of a
Hey,
lawsuit.
thanks for joining the show tonight. You guys know what to do. Check us out on Spotify, Rumble, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Find us. We're there, the Cavalry Crew. Comment on our shows. Tell us what you want to talk about. Let us know what's going on out there. And it was another great week. Yeah, hey, and Hoy doing a plug there for Cross Sabers Coffee.
Hell yeah.
Y'all have a good weekend, and remember,
You're not done wiping until the toilet paper sticks to your tongue.
Yay!